Hi, you guys, and welcome to Nosy Bystanders Live. I am your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. The internet is a mess today, yesterday, and every day, honey child. I like to start off these live streams by talking about all the DMs you guys send me from messy TikTok. I don't know why you send them to me. I find them kind of amusing because now that I have a little bit more free time, I get a chance to actually read them. I get a chance to I get a chance to really read them. So they're very the stuff that y'all be having going on over there every day, might I add, every single day, which I kind of like because it has nothing to do with me anymore, and it's refreshing. It's very refreshing. It's very. Hi, Lukey Richardson. Yes, I am live. I go live here all the time. Yesterday we discussed John Amos. We're gonna talk about him a little bit more today because I had been sending out some emails because I was a little curious. But if you're here for the John Amos story, we're gonna cover that too. But I think it's very interesting. And it's going to take me probably a year. Give me a year to finally just forget about. Remember, I told you messy TikTok gave me PTSD, so it's going to take me some time to actually bleach my skin and blood of those people. Okay, so today, and I like to open up my live streams with my greeting, but I want to open them up with these DMs that I've gotten because a lot of you are begging me. I'm not coming back to messy TikTok. I want to make that clear, but I will give you guys my anecdotes if you send me stories. I will. I'll always give you my anecdotes. I'm not gonna keep that from you guys. I've already kept you away from me being live over there, so I'm not gonna keep you away from my anecdotes. So I got a bunch of DMs on TikTok and Instagram regarding some stuff on messy TikTok. It referred to um this one loser. This guy's he's an absolute loser. I can't believe people give him children. Who his name is Slim, and he talks about here. He was talking about uh, burning, saying he set fire to a woman, or he attempted to. And that's not his first rodeo. I know that's pretty graphic, right? But it's not his first rodeo talking about his disdain for women. I think he's motherless and fatherless. I don't really know his story. I don't really care. But then I got more clips and more clips and more clips of the infighting, people talking about why are people platforming this bum. And honestly, here's my anecdote, and then we're gonna get to the news. Here's my anecdote on that. All these women are pick me's. That's it. That's really it. All these women are pick me's. They're all pick me's. They are money hungry. They don't care about their reputation. They care about getting their rent paid, and whoever's going to say the most fiery, salacious things on their platforms, they're going to let them have it. They don't care because, again, most of these people on messy TikTok, they don't quite have a reputation to build yet because they don't know how to. So right now for them, it's just the means justifying the ends, right? Like, how do I get rent paid for November? How do I get this car note paid for through December? That's really all they care about. It's always about their end goal. And so there's no dignity, if you will. There's no dignity left in messy TikTok. So tons of people who have these torrid past of sin, you know, SA and all that other stuff, they're constantly going to get platformed over there. It's like this cycled rotation. They don't care. Referring to the people platforming them, they don't care so long as they are able, the person holding that platform, the host, their means justifying their ends, right? Like, hey, I had this person on, this person's a dangerous, volatile person, rent has been paid, so they don't really care. They don't care about anything, if you will, and now that I'm I'm finally free of these people. I can actually give you guys my true thoughts on a lot of them. And maybe I'll spend a live stream. Maybe we could do a live stream on Sunday where I could just kind of go down the list and just tell you how terrible and awful all those people are. And I do mean a lot of them are pretty awful scumbags, and I'm talking about the hosts. I'm not talking about the comic cousins. Comic cousins are you get to see another day, comic cousins, okay? But as for the hosts are pretty disgusting, vile, money hungry, bottom of the barrel, wastelands. and it really shows. It really shows. So if you will continue to see really bad people being platformed, you're going to continue to see really terrible people being the subject. It's just what you're going to witness. So if you're into it, be into it. Hey, be all in, all hands on deck, you know. But I'm just letting you know, for the next few months, it's just going to be recycled stories. A lot of the stories are going to recycle. I guarantee you right now, somebody's telling a recycled story. I can guarantee you, and I can guarantee you, I know some of the cast of characters a part of that recycled story. If I had to take a wild guess, um, Tea Time definitely is part of some sort of recycled story. Um, who else? Gosh, who else will be a part of this recycled? Slim is definitely part of a recycled story. Um, sheesh. Abundantly, I think she switched her name to Bun Bun. Abundantly is probably part of some recycle story. $2, add $2 to that fact. Okay, I can just tell you, baby, somebody's telling a recycled story, and at least one of those people are going to be a part of it. Okay. Think it was my dryer. Okay. So yeah, so that's those are my anecdotes. Okay. But again, I'm free. I'm free and clear of all that mess. So I don't mind. You guys send me your DMs about all the mess on Messy TikTok. I'll give you my anecdotes. I won't be playing any of that wasteland garbage over here, but I most certainly will give you my thoughts if I have time to watch the story. I finally got time to watch what was going on with K Dub. And again, my condolences to her and her relationship, because this is really all bad. So let's get to stuff that actually matters. Okay. Let's get to stuff that actually matters, not any of those wastelanded people. Is this the right story? It is. Indeed, it is. Okay. So this is the story that I wanted to get to today. It's about Mr. Prada. He's got 5 million followers on TikTok. Young kid from Louisiana, and he's currently embroiled, and he's being charged with of his therapist. So that story is, we're going to just break it down. And that's one of the stories I'm going to be tracking. The John Amos story is another one that I'm going to be tracking because I want to be able to kind of get some fluidity, because these stories are interesting to me. They're interesting to me. Okay. So before we begin with Mr. Prada, I think it's this way. Let's see who's all in the building, because a lot of you up in here. Let's see who's all up in the building. Okay. What's up, Trace? How you doing, friend? How you doing? I don't want to mispronounce your name, but it's M Jam. Can I call you I Jam? This is from Yolanda. What's up, Yolanda? What's up, Brenna? What's up, Scattered Brain? How you doing? Oh, what's up, Miami Bones? Not Miami Bones up in the house. Okay, not Miami Bones in the house. Okay. What's up, Kara? What's up, Jet Setter? What's up, Life of Evie? What's up, M Abrams and Kara again? What's up, Nicole? How you guys doing? Hey, Lukey, all the way from Facebook. You know, Facebook is the messiest people forever. What's up, Foreign Babe? Hello, Courtney. Hello, SD. Hello, Rochelle. Is it Mommy? I hope I'm saying your name right. Mome? I hope I'm saying your name right, Mome. Hello, Terica. Hello, Callie. Hello, Mary. Hello, Mommy and Mo Show. Hello, Andrea. What's up, Ray Bishop? Ray Bishop, I see you in a while, Chief. Glad to see you back on YouTube. Are you done with TikTok? I am. And what have you done with the Jakes too? Yeah, that completed that story. So that story kind of came to its fruition sometime last year. But how you doing, Ray? Hello, Jay Nicole. What's up, Icy Lynn? I said, I'm glad for today. I've been waiting for Mr. Product. Yeah, this story is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. What's up, Sexy? What's up, Nene? What's up, Princess? Hello, Amber, all the way from Facebook. Say, hey, Bree. Listening from Kansas City. Woo! Okay, what's up, Drewski? Not Kansas City, friend. Okay, let me go through these names. What's up, Christine? All the way from Facebook again. What's up, Sheree? Is it Sheree? I hope I'm saying your name right. What's up, Sheree? Again, all the way from Facebook. What's up, Killian? Crazy Fish Lady. What's up, Destin? What's up, Jay? What's up, Moldova? And then we have Nicole J. We have Brenda. We have gosh, all these are from Facebook. Is it Six Leah? Or it's Alexis spelled backwards. Hi, Alexis. Alexis, how you doing? Hi, hello, Daishawn. And okay, so If I missed your name, my apologies. I'm so sorry. Let's get into this story because we're already 10 minutes behind because I was over here yip yapping. So let me quit yip yapping. I want to talk about this story. I've never seen this kid before. Again, I'm older. I'm almost in my 40s, right? I'm very close to 40, even though I know my skin looks fantastic, but I am close to 40. So I don't really get a whole lot of young kids dancing and singing and doing memes on TikTok. But this kid here, he goes by the name of Mr. Prada. And he does have about 5 million followers on TikTok. And he has a very, very, very big TikTok page. Okay. And I'm not talking about a dead one. He's got a very, 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 very big TikTok page. Okay. So this is the article. I'm not going to play the story because I don't want to get it taken down for copyright claims, but they're going to just give us the transcript. So it's out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They said a TikTok star by the name of Mr. Product. Remember, the news is old. So they didn't know. The news didn't know that Mr. Prada or this kid, this suspect a couple of days ago was this very large, had this very large TikTok following. A lot of people didn't know that, especially local news. So they didn't know. So they're finally catching up to date what we knew days ago. He's been charged with second-degree murder in the case of the Baton Rouge therapist by the name of Nick Abrams. Now, remember, Nick Abrams, and we got to talk about his torrid story too. Nick Abrams, back in 2015, I believe, had been charged with child, you can finish the rest. Okay. He had been charged with child, so I don't know where that case landed. I looked it up. I tried to look it up. It's a child case, so I think it was sealed. So I have no idea what the fruition of that case is. Nick Abrams, the therapist, stated that was false. And the story goes, I found the article for that story. The story goes, he was taking care of a child as his therapist. And I think the child was anywhere between 6 and 11. I can't remember the specific age, but he was definitely under 15. And the child got picked up by their grandmother, and the child told their grandmother that the therapist took the child to his mom's house, the grandma took the kid to their mom's house, and they went to the police department, and the kid told the same exact story to the police, and then he was subsequently charged. I don't know how that case ended at all. I have no idea how that case ended. So if anybody knows anything out of the Baton Rouge, Louisiana area, please keep us up to date. But that is how that case goes with the therapist. Now, this article goes on to say the deputies believe the murder happened in an apartment complex on Essen Lane in Baton Rouge. The East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Department says that Dr. Abrams was last seen alive entering into Teron Thomas's, Mr. Prada's apartment at around 11 a.m. Saturday. Okay, we're just going to stop the article right there. Time out. Since when did therapists start doing house calls? I've seen my fair share of my 600-pound life with Dr. Nowzarden. Okay. I've seen Dr. Nowzarden get his 4'11" self, okay, into a Suburban and drive to those people's house. Dr. Nowzarden is a bariatric surgeon who has a duty to his patients who otherwise are immobile and can't make it to his office. I've seen Dr. Nowzarden do that. I've never seen a therapist, a clinical psychologist do a house call. If you're a clinical psychologist in the chat, let us know. I've never seen that. So what is you doing? Go into this cute little gay boy's house. Huh, friend? Okay. You said not your therapist does, but she don't be doing that freaking child. Okay, let's continue the article. So this is the apartment complex, Mr. Prada's apartment, according to WAFB News. Hold on, did I blow the screen up? No, I didn't. Let me blow the screen up for you guys. Okay. So the article goes on to say that we have witnesses of the, this is from the Sheriff's Department. It said we have witnesses of the apartment complex that saw the suspect dragging what we believe to be the victim's body. That man was huge. That man was huge. Mr. Prada is like the tiniest. Hold on one second. I'm about to show y'all. Mr. Prada is like the world's tiniest. Let me see. The tiniest person I've ever seen. Like, look at him. This is his TikTok page. Hold on, let me blow my screen up. This is his TikTok page. Look how skinny he is. He's like, this is before he cut his hair. Look how itty bitty he is. He's so skinny. And this is his last TikTok video. It said, practicing for my mugshot because this might be the year someone gonna have to meet God if they if me off too much. Yeah. Yeah, he was really going through it, friend. Okay, let's get back to this article. Shout. Okay, so they thought that they saw him dragging something out of his car. Mr. Abrams' body was found Sunday morning in the Tangipahoa. I don't know how to pronounce that, baby. That sounds Creole. Parish, wrapped in a tarp and left alongside the highway. His car was marked as missing, but was later spotted at a shopping center where a suspect had been entering into a business. Baton Rouge Police Department saw the car traveling down Sherwood Forest Boulevard on Monday, and witnesses tell police stopped Thomas in a parking lot. He tried to back up, and when he realized he couldn't get out, he drove through the breezeway to back parking lot. Yeah, this is where he had crashed the car. If you guys can see that, this is Mr. Abrams' car, and he had crashed it, and he took off on foot. Not a very smart criminal, if you ask me. Not a very smart criminal. Yeah. Yeah, crazy. Let me get some of you guys' comments. Said Lanky AF, he certainly is. This from Brown Delight says, I guess the therapist passed him off or pissed him off. I think so too. This from Keith Johnson. What's up, Keith? So can you do a live about the weird? Oh yeah, I just saw those today. Toby Keith got charged with SA by his hairstylist. We're gonna get to that story. Callie said, he guilty, definitely guilty. This from WAP. Walk and Pray with Me said, well, that post will be held against him most certainly because TikTok ain't gonna delete it. Ooh, let's continue this article. It says witnesses say a wheel off of the car had flew off. Obviously, we can see from that picture, and then exited the car and he ran. When that information went out to everyone, we had family members that reached out and said he got a ride back to his apartment after the pursuit with the police department, and somehow he got to the bus station, and from the bus station he took a bus to Dallas, Texas. Oh. U.S. Marshal Services arrested him in Dallas, Texas on Tuesday. East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office Homicide Department searched Thomas's apartment the day before, revealing evidence that a violent physical altercation had happened. They found several sharp objects, weapons, and a lot of blood. The Louisiana State Crime Lab blood test was a match for Mr. Abrams. We have the DNA match at the suspect's apartment for the victim. We do not believe that it is possible where we do believe that it's possible where the crime occurred. They said we have a search warrant and we have warrants to gather additional evidence to get more information in the case. So while we have probable cause to go ahead and charge him with the unaliving, we still have lots of evidence to gather. Hicks said the suspect waived his extradition in Texas and requested his attorney. Oh, ooh, ooh. 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 He got a story to tell. He got a story to tell. He waived his right to extradition and requested an attorney. Yeah, he got a story to tell. He got a story to tell about the Abrams because one, why was you at his apartment at 11 o'clock in the morning? And for two, that boy's not talking, so he's no dummy. He's not being dumb. He's like, no, I got a story to tell about this man. He got a story to tell about that man. And that story is going to be very, 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 very grisly. In the bio on the Psychology Today, it's a website where you can find therapists all in your area. But in the bio of Psychology Today, Mr. Abrams, the therapist, he stated that he worked with LGBTQIA youth. Said he worked with the youth. So was that done in a predatory manner? Is my question. Did he do that in a predatory manner? Like, did he seek out that community specifically? You know what I mean? The youth? I mean, that's really specific, you know? And how did Mr. Prada even get him as a psychologist? Was he going through some stuff and then he was like, well, you know, I got it. He's young, so he's probably still under his parents' insurance. And he was probably like, you know what, let me just get a therapist. You know, everyone's got a therapist nowadays. So maybe that was the whole like Was that his whole like premise? Like, that's my question. Like, is that what he was doing? Was he attempting to get some help, and then turns out he got like one of the worst, absolute worst therapists that he could possibly get? Did his insurance run out? And the therapist was doing some clinical psychology work for him pro bono for like, you know, I don't know. Let me get some of your comments. This from Scatterbrain said he also was a priest before he was a therapist. He's not. He wasn't. Was a priest. He's still a priest. He wasn't. Was a priest. He was still acting as a priest. He had officiated some weddings here and there. He probably he was. I think he did like maybe some guest services at some churches. He never stopped being a priest. He was still an active priest. He was also an active musician. He played the guitar. I think they said he played some like brass instrument. I don't know, but he was doing a lot of stuff. Unmarried. I'm sorry, but here's my take. There's something about men unmarried that don't sit right with me. Like that they're just like, "Oh, I'm just a steward of the community and I'm just no, you're there's something else." Because we're humans and we're a part of just evolution. We have to conjoin with someone, whether it be a same sex relationship or opposite sex relationship or what have you, but we have to have some sort of community. We have to. So when I see stories around with men and women who are just like, no, I find my love in my friends. No, you don't. Everybody has actual desires. So what are yours? And why does no one get to see it? Like when people typically have a norm to their relationship, whether they're gay, whether they're straight, whether they're polyamorous, whatever their relationship love language is, it's typically seen forward facing. It's never hidden. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? People don't hide being married. People don't well, I mean, some men do, but you understand what I'm trying to say? So when I see, this is just my take, and because I've covered tons of stories, when I see adults, fully grown adults, like, oh, this is a college professor, never married, you never seen him with a partner, whether they were a male partner or a female partner, you never see them conjoining with another unit. To me, it always gives, oh, this is some sort of deviant. I don't care what, I don't care. And I'm never wrong. And I hate to think like that, but it's always true. It's like, what is this person up to? Like, oh, do you have a girlfriend, boyfriend? Are they them? You got nothing? And then it's just years and years and years and years and years of this person just showing up to all your friendsgivings and weddings and birthday parties, single. And no one ever questions that. I don't understand. Nobody can't ever be that nice to me without me questioning them. I don't care what nobody say. I'm just nosy by nature. So it can't nobody ever just be like, oh, that's just Janice. She just always just shows up single. She's a middle school teacher. The first thought in my head is Janice is touching them kids in her school. That's the first. How Janice coming to the party every year for 30 years and no man and no woman and no cats, no dogs. She's just out there. She's got no trauma. So there's no reason for her to not be conjoining in a union with someone. So what's her deal? And then always, oh, Janice got arrested because she was sleeping with her middle school students. It's always something like that. So I always just like, especially with men, I look at them a little harder. Like, but why are you single? That's not prejudice. I think it's just my Holy Spirit be activated. My Holy Spirit be activated. I'd be like the other day, I went to Target and this guy was in front of me in line and he was dressed really, really, really polished, but like he was wearing like dress down clothes, like sweats and slides, but he was too clean. No wedding ring on. He was just, and let me explain to you I got this really nasty scent in my stomach about him. He was too clean, no wedding ring, nothing. He had a wallet. He had one credit card and it was American Express. He had a wallet this thin with two credit cards in it. One was American Express, one was like a Visa or something. That was it. And on the conveyor belt, I was at Target and he was in front of me, and on the conveyor belt, he had a ton of candy, like Halloween candy. And on the conveyor belt, he had lined up the candy where none of them touched the other one. Like he had took up the whole conveyor belt where I couldn't even like kind of inch my stuff on the back. He just took up the whole conveyor belt and each item was laid on his conveyor belt as to not touch one another. And the first thing I thought in my brain was, that is a chomo. I don't know why I thought it. It just came out of my mouth, but in my brain, as that's a chomo. And I don't know why it did that. And I looked him up and down, and he just had this like, I don't know. No, he didn't have no OCD. And I was like, you don't have a wedding ring on. You got no children with you. You don't sound like he was talking. He was having an active conversation with the person checking him out. Didn't sound like, oh, I'm just getting ready for Halloween. I can't wait. Me and my wife. Nothing like that. He was just like, yeah. He just looked weird. He just gave me a weird vibe. And I was like, it's chomo. That's the first thing that came out of my mind. I was like, I wherever he lived, don't send your kids there for no candy. None. It was the weirdest vibe. I got the weirdest vibe from him. And then the girl, when I got up to the counter, the girl looked at me and she just like, we sensed it. She was like, and I was like, it was just the vibe was off with him. I was like, I'm just saying, okay? Spirit can tell. Spirit could tell. Let's continue this article. I'm just saying, y'all, that was my little anecdote, but my spirit be knowing. I be thinking, and so this back to the story. So that Mr. Nick Abraham, the one that was unalived by Mr. Prada, I had went through all of his social media for 20 years because he had been posting on Twitter and Facebook. Not a picture of a wife, a child in sight. I think he was divorced, but I don't quote me on it. And I was like, what is this guy just doing with like, oh, I got to throw this away. It's a very warm milkshake. I got it from Culver's today. Oh, I'm going to feel that later. I know. Let me get some of your comments over here back to this article. It's from Alexis said, he looks too small to move someone the therapist size and the dead weight. Someone else could be involved. No. The neighbors in Mr. Prada's apartment said they saw him moving it by himself. So no, he just, when you have adrenaline, shout out to the nurses and the doctors in the chat if you're here. But when you have adrenaline pumping through your body, you could do a lot of things. You could flip over cars. You could carry a 300-pound person out of a burning building. You could do a whole lot. When that adrenaline is pumping, it's pumping. And I think it was pumping for him. As soon as he struck that man the first time in the head, his adrenaline was already on 10. So you can pick up the strength of like 1,000 chimpanzees. So no, I believe according to the Baton Rouge Police Department, he was seen moving that body alone. He was seen moving it alone. So no, I just think he just had the strength of motherfucking orangutan shit. I don't even know, friend. I don't even know. I was from Miami. Said, wow, yeah, he did something to the dude. Definitely did. This from Nelly Nell said, can we stop spreading basic information that autistic adults do things like that? I never said anything about autistic adults at all. I got my gripes with the autistic community. Okay, I got my gripes with the Black community. That has nothing to do with autism at all. Okay, so keep whatever notion you got about the autistic community to yourself, friend, and don't bring that shit over here. And definitely don't put words in our mouth, because I don't know where the fuck that you thought that was gonna come from, but it ain't come from over here. Okay, so yeah, keep that mess over there. Okay, I got my gripes with a ton of communities. Okay, tons of communities. But I know what my gut feels when people are very strange and have very strange behavior. I've been around neurodivergent people. I've been around autistic people. They don't act like that. I've been around individuals who do suffer from clinical diagnosis of OCD. Not the shit that y'all be saying like, oh, I really like straight lines, and oh, I really like my clothes folded a certain way. That's not OCD. And you people on the internet who bastardize that word really get under my skin, because I really hate when y'all do that. I really, really, really hate when y'all do that. And I'm going to just add a sprinkle on top of this too. I really hate when everybody's walking around here talking about they have ADHD undiagnosed. You don't have ADHD, friend. You just don't want to go to work today. You don't have ADHD, friend. Okay. You just really want to break up with that man. You don't have ADHD, friend. You just need to take a day off and your apartment is still fucking nasty. Okay? It's not ADHD. Okay? Stop. I've met individuals who have been diagnosed with ADHD. Their personalities are far from what you think. Oh, I'm just a messy girl. I'm a messy boy. I'm a messy this. ADHD. No, it's not at all. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Not even this close. Okay. So yeah, please with that mess. Okay. Please. Let me see if there's any more left this article. Yeah, there's just a little bit more left. Oh, wait. No, wait. No, wait, that was the end of the article. That was the end of the article. Yeah, that was like I just really hate when people do that. That like really grinds my gears when people say that stuff about ADHD. It really does grind my gears about that, you know. Just you don't have ADHD, friend. You're just lazy. Okay. It's okay. We're all lazy. I get my time too. I always want to blame. I'm like, oh, do I have ADHD? Like, no, bitch, get up and clean your motherfucking house. Okay. Just get up and clean your house. Okay. Hold on one second. Wait, was that? Okay. I'm going to pull up that article about Toby Keith. Was it Toby Keith or was it Garth Brooks? Oh, no, it was Garth Brooks. Here it is. Okay. Oh, battery by his makeup artist in a new lawsuit. Oh, child, Garth Brooks. And Garth Brooks he wanted a good country once too. He ain't no Trump supporter or nothing. So that breaks my heart. Like, man, why you got to come on, man. Come on, man. We're gonna get to this article. Let me read a couple of more of your comments and then we're gonna get to he had such a great career. Like he had like the cleanest like careers. Let me get some of your comments. Okay. I know I missed a whole lot of them. It's from Jessica. Jessica said, it's like having 15 open tabs on a computer and one of them singing for me. Oh, you're talking about your ADHD? Millie Nell said 10 years of diagnosing autistic individuals, and they do things that when they go into public and people think like that. Not this guy. No. Okay. Not this guy. Okay. I respect your being able to diagnose people. You can't diagnose this guy. You don't know him. Okay. Don't you guys have an oath about diagnosing people that you've never sat down and met with? Follow that oath. Follow that one. Okay. Follow whatever that oath is. Get to it. Get to it. Get to it. Get to it. Okay. Get to it. Whatever the oath says that y'all shouldn't be diagnosing people over the internet. Get to that one. Okay. It's like y'all Hippocratic oath of some sort. Get to that. Get to that one. Okay. Get to that one. Okay. Okay. So let's get to Garth Brooks. Gosh darn you, Garth Brooks. No, I don't want notifications from Fox News. Okay, shout out to Fox News for this article. The former makeup artist for Garth Brooks accused the country singer of SA and battery in a new lawsuit. Brooks, who's 62 years old, allegedly she's a Jane Doe. In 2019, during a work trip, according to court documents obtained by Fox News Digital, per the documents, the woman was hired in 1999. Whoa. She was his employee for 20 years. Oh, sorry. Let me zoom in. Sorry, you guys. She was an employee for 20 years to do makeup and hairstyles for Brooks, his wife Trish, and his wife Trish Yearwood. I think him and Trish Yearwood had got divorced. She began working for Brooks doing makeup and hair in 2017, a few years before the alleged event took place. Oh, she was hired as his wife's makeup artist. And then because him and Trish Yearwood had divorced. They used to make such good music together. And then in 2017, she became his makeup artist. Okay, so according to reports filed, the lawsuit allegedly attempting to block the makeup artist and pending suit. According to CNN, in the document filed under John Doe, Brooks allegedly denied the woman's claims. This is his wife. Oh, reps for Brooke and Yearwood. Oh, they're still married? Oh my. I thought they were divorced. Ooh, this messy. Child, this is messy. Okay, it says Brooks and the makeup artist traveled to Los Angeles in 2019 for the Grammys tribute of R&B singer Sam Moore. According to the complaint, instead of having separate rooms, Jane Doe claimed only one room was booked for the two of them to share. Garth, man, come on. You knew what you was doing. After we saw that whole story time with Ice Spice and Cleopatra, I think that's the girl's name, and that Cleo girl, and you know that the specific manager books all of your hotel stays. So somebody told that, and if she was your makeup artist since 1999, if she was your makeup artist since 1999, you would think that Garth Brooks' manager would know that your makeup artist needs her own room. Like, if she's not new, you know what I mean? Like, not like me joining in, like, oh, I'm gonna go on tour with Garth Brooks. Woo. They forgot I was coming, so I inadvertently didn't get a room. She's your makeup artist for almost 2 decades. She's probably known by first and last name. They probably know her husband. They probably know her kids, her grandkids, and her other coworkers, her makeup assistant. So come on, man. Y'all knew exactly what you was doing. Okay, so it says that they booked one room for them to share. After they arrived, suddenly Brooks appeared in the doorway of the bedroom, completely nude. The complaint read, he stood there and flexed his muscles. Miss Rowe immediately had a six... Fox News, you really ain't shit. You really ain't. You really not. You just said you obtained the court documents and her name was listed as Jane Doe. Why would you put her name out there? So now we know her name. Her name is Mrs. Rowe. God, come on. Please. CNN did the same thing. Please. Y'all just go out the pole, lady. Okay, well, Miss Rowe immediately had a sick feeling in her stomach, as she should, knowing that she was trapped in the room alone with Brooks and no one to help her far away in Nashville. The music star then alleged he essayed her. Gosh, that makes me so mad. Then it goes on to say the makeup artist also accused Brooks of openly talking about sex in front of her, exposing his wang dang doodle, sharing sexual fantasies with her, texting her explicit messages, and physically being her tatas. When she began working for Brooks, she was experiencing financial hardship. It did not take long for Brooks to take advantage of her financial hardship, and the lawsuit stated Brooks seized what he saw as an opportunity to subject a female employee to a side of Brooks that he conceals from the public. Let me just stop you right there. And this is not to victim blame, because y'all know me, I'm gonna ride hard for a victim. I'm gonna ride real hard for a victim. Okay, this is to Trisha Yearwood, his wife or ex-wife, whoever Trisha Yearwood is to Garth Brooks. This to Trisha Yearwood, because she was your makeup artist from 1999 to 2017. I'm sure she was doing Garth Brooks makeup as well, but she didn't like fully go on as Garth Brooks makeup artist until 2017. But she had been with the family since 1999. You dirty bitch. You hired that woman in 1999, knowing she had financial hardships. And from 1999 to 2017, this woman still had financial hardships. What the fuck was you paying her as your private makeup artist for almost 2 decades? I'm not even talking about Garth Brooks, because Trisha Yearwood knows her husband is a vile, gross man. Okay. She knows that. She's fully aware of that. Okay. And I wouldn't even bat an eye if I found out that Trisha Yearwood served up her makeup artist to her husband. I wouldn't even bat an eye if that part of the story ever came out. Like, that's probably true. But why was this woman having financial hardship for 2 decades? Two decades of financial hardships. What were you paying her? What were you paying her? Were you paying her? Like that's crazy to me. That is, I'm talking about Trisha Yearwood. We not even own Garth Brooks. We not, because he's got what he wanted. He didn't care about the money. If that makeup artist would have asked him for a $20,000 advance, he would have gave it to her because he's a degenerate. He doesn't care. He just wants someone to touch and fondle, right? He didn't care. I'm talking about the wife. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see if he's still married to this woman. Yeah, she's married to Garth Brooks. Okay. So yeah, that is his wife. Trisha Yearwood is his wife. Okay. So you served up this woman to your husband. We ain't go women, they thems with uteruses. We ain't never gonna be free. We're never gonna be free. As long as there are women like Trisha Yearwood out there serving women up to men like her husband, we'll never be free. We never gonna be free. We're never gonna be free. We're never, never, ever, 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 ever gonna be free. Let's continue reading this. So it said, she had the financial hardships. Brooke sees what he saw was an opportunity to subject women, a female employee, to the side of Brooks that he conceals from the public. This side of Brooks reveals he is entitled to gratification when he wants it, and using a female employee to get it is fair game. The article goes on to say the makeup artist claimed frequency. He was such a good one, man. We lost a good one. The makeup artist claims the frequency of these charged actions increased following the alleged R word. Brooks increased the frequency of his charged conversations with Mrs. Rowe, Jane Doe, and this included his repeated remarks about having a with his wife, in which he implied that Mrs. Rowe would be the third person, which Brooks' wife, Trisha Yearwood, overheard in at least one conversation. Mrs. Rowe believes, according to the complaint, I knew it. 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 I knew she knew something about this. I'm like, ain't no person like this for 20 years and you don't know nothing about them. I knew it. I knew she was ear hustling, like, okay, well, it's what he wants. So if that's what he wants, that's what she did. She served up that girl to that man. Death to all of them, as Wendy Williams would say. Death to all of them. You served that poor woman up to this man. Ooh, Trisha, God go strike you down. I hope you ain't. Let me see. Oh, she's a Christian singer. Oh, child. I knew it because I'm like, she's not really, I don't think she was, because I've heard they've got duets together that are really popular. But I'm like, what is her genre? Her genre is she's a gospel singer. Not as she praying. Not as she praying. Trisha, you're a girl. You going to hell in a handbasket, honey, with that man child. You going to hell in a handbasket with that man child. You said, is you praying? I wasn't praying, but I was looking down. I was looking down because I was on my phone to see what her genre of music is. No, she's a gospel singer. Trisha Yearwood's a gospel singer. I'm even more grossed out. Let's continue this article. Okay, so it says that Jane Doe is asking for monetary damages and trial by jury. We applaud our client's courage to move forward with her complaint about Mr. Brooks. Attorneys for Jane Doe. We know her name is Mrs. Rowe. Oh, okay, Jane Rowe. I don't think not Jane Doe. Her real name is Jane Rowe. Oh, wow. The complaint filed today demonstrates the predators only exist not only in corporate America, Hollywood, and in the rap and rock and roll industries, but also country music. We're confident that the Brooks will be held accountable for their actions and his efforts to silence our client through the filings of repetitive complaints in Mississippi has nothing is nothing other than act of desperation and attempted intimidation. We encourage others who may have been victimized to contact us. No survivor should ever feel silenced. Wow. I'm just looking at their picture. They are both gross. I mean, not Garth Brooks. He's not ugly. He's a good looking man. But Trisha Yearwood, baby, you should work on that neck. Child. Oh, child. You said, did she get pregnant? Didn't say. The complaint didn't say she got pregnant, but she could have. I mean, this is all a mess, you guys. This is, I bought a new chair. It's so comfortable. This is all a mess. I should have bought a chair with a back on it. Why did I go backless? Good core strength, I guess. But yeah, this is all a mess. It is. Her name is Jane Roe. Sorry, I thought her name was Jane Doe. Shit, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, this is all a mess. And shame on you, Trisha Yearwood. Shame on you. I'm more mad at her because I expect this from a man. You know what I mean? I expect a boneless chair. Not a boneless chair. I just don't got no back on my chair, but I expected this from a man. But Trisha Yearwood, and I told you, I like their music. Like, I like when they did those duets back in the mid 2000s and stuff. They have really good music together. I ain't gonna hold you. Garth Brooks got some good music, okay? But after this, I mean, obviously he's still gonna make records because every man in country is gonna support him. You know what I mean? But like, I'm more mad at Trisha Yearwood because I'm like, you're a woman. You served up another woman to a man, and all you had to do was simply divorce him just so you can just live in comfort. That's why you did that. That's why you served her up, because you're like, well, I'm not going to give up my creature comforts and my, 13,000 square foot mansion and my private jet and my, Maserati and my Bentley, and my private chef and my heated pool. I'm not going to give that up. So what does my husband want? He wants me to serve up a woman to him. Okay. Like, that's crazy. When women do it, it has nothing to do with color. Women do this all the time. Women do it all the time. So shame on you, Trisha. Shame on you. Let me get some of your comments because I missed a lot of the comments. Let me get some of the comments. This is from Scatterbrain said, but the pay could have been decent, but should have increased with the cost of living. It didn't, so that's why she probably was still struggling. That's possible. That's also too possible. Again, unless they go to trial, which I don't think Garth Brooks is going to do, because the girl seems like she has text messages and video evidence. I think he's going to end up settling with her, as he should. He should not go to trial. He should settle. This is from Drea's Runt said, I'm not being essayed for no amount of money for 20 damn years. Yeah. No, I wouldn't either. This from Tasha said, question is what Garth would be paying me. I don't know, you guys. This whole story is just a mess. Like, it's just a straight up, it's a mess. I mean, I don't really know how else to describe it to you. It's just a mess. From Sarah said, they said Diddy was doing the same thing with his male makeup artists. They were using them as testers. That's possible. I mean, until Diddy goes to trial, we ain't gonna really know the truth about anything. That's why I don't really discuss Diddy stories a lot or fall into any of those kind of wild conspiracy theories about him, because there's just so much misinformation out. I'm one of those people. I'm like, I can patiently wait for a trial if Diddy doesn't off himself, I could patiently wait for a trial, but I don't want to just be going around the internet like sleuthing, looking for like fake and false and fraudulent stories about people. He's a bad guy in and of himself. You don't got to add it. You don't got to sprinkle nothing else on top of that music mogul story to find out he's a bad faith actor. You know what I mean? Like, he operates out of bad faith. So, and then I was also looking at some articles. I was not articles, but I was watching a lot of people's videos today. Hold on, let me pull this down a little. videos today regarding their thoughts on Beyonce and oh Beyonce knows and all this other stuff. And I was just sitting there thinking about like I like Beyonce. She's all right. You know what I mean? She do what she got to do. She sell a product. I'm gonna buy it. I'm just one of those type of girls. Like she sells good stuff. I buy it. Obviously, I bought the whole Ivy Park Noir collection. So and I bought the whole Sacred collection. I bought her albums and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I partake in that. But to hear all this rhetoric about trying to like fold in Beyonce into all of this mess, and it's like, just say y'all are jealous of her wealth and her success. That's what it is. It's just straight jealousy. People are like, oh, they just want to knock Beyonce down a peg, and no, nobody wants to knock her down a peg. It's just straight jealousy. She's just very comfortable. She doesn't have to partake in politics. She doesn't have to partake in talks about genocide. She doesn't have to partake in when rent's due. She don't got to really do nothing. And I think that really bothers a lot of people that she doesn't partake in that kind of talk and rhetoric. It's just straight jealousy. It's like, but you can do what Beyonce does. Will you be as rich as her? Only time will tell. But you can do what she does. You can make music. You can create a hair care product. You can, work really hard and get brand deals. You can do exactly what she's doing. What's stopping you? I don't, that's the part I'm not quite understanding with a lot of people. Like, what's stopping you from being the next Beyonce? Yeah, exactly. Crickets. Okay. So yeah. Let me get this off my screen. My camera is cameraing these last 2 days. My camera is doing this thing, even though I ain't got nothing behind me. I kind of like the white background. It kind of looks clean. I'm finishing up my blog. I went to Costco today, and then I went to Culver's, and then I went to Ross, and I bought. Oh, can I reach them? Oh, let's see how much core strength I really got. Ooh, ooh, I felt that crunch. I got these really cute sandals today. So I'm finishing out my vlog today. Um, I'm finishing out my vlog today. And then this weekend, we're going to, you and I, us, Comic Cousins, we're going to a baby shower. We're going to the university football game, and we're going to do other stuff. These are really cute. $13 at Ross. They're Cliff. These shoes are really cute. Very cute. So yeah, but tomorrow we're gonna be back pretty early tomorrow because I have to go out of town this weekend in order to get you that vlog footage of my weekend. And yes, continue to send me your stuff about messy TikTok. I promise you I will give you my thoughts. I gave you my thoughts at the beginning of this. You can rewind this live stream back in real time, and you can listen to my thoughts about people platforming monsters on messy TikTok. Messy TikTok, you guys, is a wasteland. It really is. Now that I'm on the other side of it, now that I feel like I can breathe easier, I can think easier, I can I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a cloud has been like lifted off of my head, and I feel like I could just breathe. I feel like a breath of fresh air. And so looking at it from the clips you guys send me, because you're like, oh, we want to hear your thoughts on this situation. Okay, I give you my thoughts. Looking from the outside, looking in at the situation, it's a wasteland. It's a wasteland. It's just a wasteland. And nothing good ever came from it. It was entertaining for what it was when it was, but it's really so detrimental to your mental health. It's detrimental to your beauty. Everybody on messy TikTok looks like they haven't slept in days, And so I just I feel bad for everybody. I feel like everybody is just going through it. Nobody looks like they're having fun. And I really appreciate the bloggers posting all my YouTube clips on TikTok. But to the people I got, okay, so here's my last disclaimer, and then we're going to close out. So I got a copyright email from my attorneys as well as YouTube yesterday from a blogger right here on YouTube who had clipped my entire video from YouTube and re-uploaded it from YouTube. And so what they don't know is that my account, I have a community manager over here who monitors my account. So they will monitor all everything. So they saw that, took the video down, and they sent it to me, and I saw the page, and I went to the page, and I saw another one of my videos up there, and I just left them a comment. I'm like, hey, My attorneys and stuff are sending me info that you are re-uploading my videos. It has nothing to do with me. It got to it got through YouTube's community before it even got to us. What you bloggers need to understand is you cannot upload a video that was created on YouTube on YouTube. YouTube will take it down. So this is just to save some of the bloggers out there who are trying to like cross section their content over. Like you can pull content from TikTok and post it on YouTube and you're fine, but you can't post YouTube videos that are made on YouTube back on YouTube. It doesn't work like that. YouTube will literally take it down. So I hope that that person who runs that page, I hope you got my message in time, or they'll take your video down. I hate to do you like that, but yeah, I mean, that's just YouTube's policy. That's literally like me, like going to one of Beyonce's concerts and taking on the stage and singing as Beyonce. It's like, you can't do that. Like the stage is already set for someone else. You can't just come and try to upstage them. So, yeah. So whoever the blogger is who did that, I'm really sorry. You do have a strike on your page. Hopefully you got my message in time and you can kind of stop that next one. But I think they had already submitted it in on this page's behalf. This page is monetized. So they really work on behalf of the monetized people. So that's just word to the bloggers. Don't do that, baby. That's a mess. I was also going to say tomorrow I'm gonna set the live stream early. This live stream, our news live stream, pretty early because then I have to get out of town pretty early. So it'll probably be an afternoon show, maybe 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So it'll be a little bit early. But you guys know you can always watch these, play these back. So I do have to set the show pretty early tonight. Sometime around like 10 o'clock tonight, I'm going to have my daily vlog uploaded with all of my thoughts. You guys know you love all that, with all of my thoughts. I still give you guys messy TikTok thoughts. I know, because they'd all get clipped. I was sent a clip today and someone was recapping my YouTube. I'm not gonna name any names, but somebody on TikTok was recapping my YouTube, and I was like, babe, they love me. I miss you guys. I do miss you guys. I do think everything that's going on over there is a wasteland, but I do miss you guys a whole bunch. Okay, but y'all recapping my YouTube videos is so funny to me. It is so funny to me. I'm just like, dang, y'all, just let me go in peace. Let me go in peace, you guys, please. I mean, what is it? I mean no harm. I mean no harm. I come in peace. And so I'm just like, you guys, please let me go in peace. Also, too, I uploaded last night. If you guys missed it, you were supposed to make your moon water last night. I uploaded my moon water. I'm going to upload my moon water video. It's a part of that vlog that I'm uploading tonight. I like vlogging. It's kind of fun. And you guys always tell me where to go and what to do. So I want to make sure that you guys send me all of the places you want me to go. Cause I'm in the main, you can obviously see the city right here. I'm in the main downtown area. So I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want. Any time of the day. I'm gonna use it out. You were there where? That's from Isolyn said, that's wild if she is. If who is? Alexis said, all of them. I heard your voice all over. Really? They love me real bad on messy TikTok. They love me real bad. Hugs to me. Feels like a warm fuzzy hug from ugly people. But yeah, so hugs to me. But yeah, you guys, that's all I have for you. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Don't worry, I'm gonna upload the preview so you'll be able to catch it here on YouTube to see what time. It always corrects for your time zone. So if it says 1 o'clock your time zone, 2 o'clock your time zone, 3 o'clock, it's gonna upload and update. So I'm not gonna give you a specific time, but we will be back tomorrow. Please make sure to check out the preview and share this live. Smash the like button on your way out. Please don't be ignorant, okay? That's like wiping your feet before you come in. Thank you, guys. We'll be back tomorrow at something Pacific, something Eastern. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. You guys have a wonderful night. And send me more of those clips. They're really interesting. Send me more of those clips, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on messy TikTok until it just becomes a nuisance. You guys have a good night. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.